Hi class, how you doing? This is GRA 340 typography, and my name is Michael Maldonado. I'll be with you guys for the next few weeks. So I just want to kind of introduce myself and introduce the class, and without getting too deep into things, I especially want to just go through week one and what we're looking at, and what the expectations are for the deliverables for week one. So with that, we'll go to our I'm this is the part where I'm supposed to tell you that you have to look at the course syllabus and all that stuff, but you guys know that. So I'm just going to touch on that. Go ahead and look at the course syllabus and take a look at this course information folder. There's some stuff in here, especially if you need advising, smart thinking online tutorial or anything like that. So you'll want to take a look at this course information folder, and then we'll go down here and take a look at the learning modules. And before that, I want you to take a look at learning modules here. This is in week one, but it gives you the course description and also gives you the course outcome. So take a look at that kind of as a roadmap so that we know where we're at and kind of where we're headed. And that's at the beginning, like I said, that's at the beginning of module one. The module page is right up here at the top. So let's jump into module one, which starts November 30th. And let's take a look at what's going on. We have module one overview. Go ahead and read that. But basically what we're going to do in this module, the description is this module will examine basic letter form, anatomy, presentation, mood, and message. Technical tools in the industry will also be examined. So we're going to analyze the anatomical parts of letter form. So what does that mean? That means we're going to take a look at individual letters and the little parts of individual letters, and we're going to decipher the differences between different letter forms and what those parts are called. And that will be in our discussion, this week's discussion, how typography establishes mood. Okay, so I want also to bring your attention here to these. Every week there's going to be a folder here with module resources, and I want you to check those out because there's some good stuff in there, folks. A lot of this stuff, I chose this stuff myself, and a lot of this is directly relevant, if not to this week's work, then perhaps to next week's work, or it will help tie things together. So this is really a critical area that you guys should probably check out every week. There's a module resources folder within that module. Let's jump back to module one, and let's take a look at the discussion of, there's only a couple of things due this week. There's three things. There's this discussion 1.1, and that's how typography establishes mood. And we're going to take a look at that one second, but then we also have this final project review, which is, you guys are going to take a look at the final project document and the milestones. You're going to look at that stuff and really get yourself familiar today, day one, of what's expected in a few short weeks through your final project. So I think you can set your mind to start working towards that from week one. I think that's a really good idea. And then we have our short paper, History and Origins. And let's just look at that short paper real quick. Describe the history and origins between serif, old style letter forms, transitional, modern Egyptian, etc., etc. So you're just basically going to take a look at that after you look at this week's materials, which are pretty interesting, and they go by pretty quick. Good reading and interesting videos, etc. So go ahead and take a look at that stuff before you submit your paper. And if you take a look over in the at the bottom there of each week, there's this assignment guidelines and rubrics. And if you go in there, you can take a look at, especially for this week, let's go in there and take a look at right here is your module one short paper rubric. So that's exactly what that is, guys. That's exactly telling you how that's going to be graded. And I'm just loading it up for you right now so you can take a quick look at it. And you can see this is the module one short paper guidelines and rubric. And here's your criteria. Okay, so I do not grade anything that's not on this criteria right here, folks. And that's my guarantee to you. So if you find somewhere that you think I'm grading something that's not directly relevant on this particular, not this particular rubric, but the particular rubric for any specific assignment, call me on it, because I do as best as I can to adhere 100% to the assignment requirements and specifications as dictated by the assignment guidelines as well as this rubric. Okay, so please keep that in mind. No surprises here whatsoever, folks. Finally, let's take a look at, I wanted to look at that. I wanted to go back and take a look at that modules. I want to look at the discussion board for this week. Now, here at this week discussion board, let's take a look at week 1 discussion board. Of course, we have our getting started and our general questions. So I look at those every day. So general questions especially. So week 1, our discussion is how typography establishes mood. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to, and I'll demonstrate this in 1 second, but how does typography establish mood? Choose any 2 visually dissimilar typefaces, set your names to those 2 typefaces. How do you, the 2 typefaces differ in mood? You'll just write a paragraph about that, message and legibility. Identify all the anatomical parts. So basically what I did here is I just went into InDesign and I set up 2 text boxes, okay? And I set one to, and you can do this in InDesign or Illustrator. I wouldn't suggest doing it in Photoshop, but if you got it on my text tool right here, let's go over and see that I am, well, you can't see on your screen but I'm in Futura medium up here at a 46 point. And down here, I'm at a Garamond Premiere Pro at a bold of 48. And I'm going to change that bold just for this demonstration. So we're going to go to Garamond regular, okay? And I've got these set up as such so that we can start taking a look at these. And what you'll do is you'll set your first and last name, then you'll come down here and give me a paragraph describing the characteristics of that particular typeface. Do the same thing down here as per assignment specifications. Then you'll come over here and you'll come in here and let's zoom in, and you'll come in here and you'll take, you'll just start marking these individual parts. Take that, label it, tell me what it is over here, and do the same thing down here. Try to get all, you'll get all these little parts here, and you'll see what I mean after you read this week's reading, and I'll show you that in 1 second. And okay, sorry about that, guys, technical difficulties. Anyways, I just wanted to go show you guys the book real quick so that we can see that I have my book in Kindle, so let's take a look at where we're at. And I had page... here, type anatomy, chapter 3, and then if we go over here, and that's on page 33, you have all of your examples right there. So you can just go ahead and formulate your answers off that page, so you can show all of the letter parts. Then from there, let's get out of there. Then from there, we have we just have your short paper, and I described that earlier. Okay, so that's all I have. Sorry for taking so long on this recording, but I just wanted to take a good, thorough introduction. So if you have any problems or any questions, concerns, or anything, please get with me. I'm not a mean guy. I'm a nice guy, and you can call me anytime you want, and I'll help you. So please, open door policy and use it. Okay, I'll see you guys in discussion board, and welcome to the class. Thanks, guys.